Okay, just a quick reminder, Takedown is being removed in the next Brawl Stars update, so push your brawlers while you still can. The brawlers to push are 8-Bit, Bull, Colt, Darryl, Dynamite, Ems, Max, Pam, and Rico. I have videos for Bull, Colt, Darryl, and Pam on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, enjoy the video. Well, what's up guys, this is P Sensei. Today's video, I'm going to show you how I pushed my Darryl to 1,000 trophies from Takedown. I'm going to be going over some replays and give you some tips so that you can push your Darryl high in Takedown as well. Okay, first let's talk about star powers. The star power that I would recommend is Darryl's second star power, Rolling Reload. This allows Darryl to double his reload speed for 5 seconds every time he uses his super, allowing him to dish off crazy amounts of damage. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you in the training cave. So first, I'm going to get my super off these bots over here, and then I'm going to roll right into the boss, and we're going to see how much DPS we can do. As you can see, looking in the top right corner, after everything levels out, as you can see, the lowest was like 2.5k and the highest was almost 3k. So that's a lot of DPS. Unfortunately, it only lasts for 5 seconds, but still very key in Takedown. And his DPS without the star power going is about 1.422k according to the meter in the top right. Not the most accurate, but still a pretty good indicator of how good they are in dishing out damage. So now let's talk about his first star power and when you should use it. Okay, for Darryl's second star power, we have Steel Hoops. This basically reduces the damage that Darryl takes by 30% for 3 seconds after every time he uses his super. Again, I would highly recommend his second star power, but if you find that you're dying a lot due to the boss or other players and you can't seem to get any damage off, then that is when I would recommend using his first star power, just so you can stay alive longer to dish off the damage. But if you find that you're staying alive pretty okay, then I would highly recommend switching to a second star power to get that extra damage. This is one of the few game modes where his second star power is actually superior. But let's go on to the replay. Okay, this is the map that I pushed Darryl to 1k on, Alligator Alley. It really doesn't matter which map, just wanted to show that in case if you were interested. Anyway, let's hop into the first replay. As I always say in my Takedown videos, go straight for the boss. Darryl does his damage up close like Bull, but his spread is a lot wider, so you really need to get up close and personal with the boss to deal your full amount of damage. Getting killed by that Ems there, waiting to respawn. Okay, and we're going straight to the boss, rinse and repeat. Now that the shield's on, what you want to do is go look for power cubes and avoid conflict. Try not to get killed. And just make sure that you are near the boss when the timer runs to 0. That's pretty much all you need to do. Very, very pacifist server here. As you can see, not really a lot of targeting. And when to use your super is just like when you see there. Right when the boss is shield about to go off, you just go in. You never go straight onto the boss when you use the super. That is a common mistake that I see Darryl players make. They super straight into the boss, and what happens when you do that is you will die pretty much instantly. You want to super near the boss, but you do not want to super on the boss, and take advantage of that extra reload speed for that 5 seconds. That Leon, as I stated before in my Pam video, want to avoid Leons, but yeah, just make sure you're near the boss and just dish out your damage. Now, players to attack, if people are not really attacking you, I don't recommend attacking them, just so you don't have people, like, because if you start attacking people, then people might get a grudge and, like, will target you only, things like that. So if no one's attacking you, I don't recommend attacking others, but if someone attacks you, then it is okay to use your super to kill them. Also, if someone's weak, it's perfectly okay to finish them off. Pretty much had the game won by this point, so let's move on to the next replay. Alright, so now let's talk about brawlers that you want to avoid at pretty much all costs. And these are brawlers that don't do a lot of damage, such as a Brock or a Piper or a Mortis or a Poco. I don't even know why people play these, but people do, and the only way for them to win is to get a lot of power cubes and kill the people that do a lot of damage. So you want to avoid them. Other brawlers you want to avoid, brawlers that need their super to do damage. These are brawlers like Bo, who needs his mines, Crow, who needs his super, Pretty much most spawners, such as a Jesse, a Penny, brawlers that need their or Nita, brawlers that have spawnables, things like that. You want to avoid them. You also want to avoid M's. They tend to target everybody, so yeah. And just a little neat trick, in case you didn't know, with Darryl is you can use his super again on the water to increase the distance that it goes. So that's just also a neat trick to learn. Also, you can also use your super to get away. In fact, I do that in some of these replays. I use his super to get away, as you can see, just going over the water right there. Getting up close and personal with that double reload speed. And yeah, I don't really think there's much more for me to say. It's just rinse and repeat. Recovering there by the wall. And getting power cubes and just making sure I'm back in time when the boss shields go off. As I stated in my PAM video, this modifier, the rockets are crazy. Like, the rockets pretty much do the damage of an enraged boss in boss fight. Like, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I really don't have a tip. You just kind of have to try to judge where the rockets are going. It can be hard since it's kind of like 3D. It's not really clear cut where they're gonna land, but just do your best. Got a really good spawn right next to the boss. The good thing about this, though, is that you, whenever the boss shoots the lasers, you don't have to move out the way all the time. Like, if the boss is shooting its normal lasers, or if it's shooting the lightning lasers, if you're in front of it, you're going to get hit, right? So you have to rotate around. But in this one, you don't always have to do that, so that's makes it pretty tank-friendly, because tanks are the ones that have to get straight to the boss, right in front of it, and usually take the aggro. And yeah, as you can see, like, this server, I mean, the games that I'm playing, the guys are pretty pacifist, so I'm not really running into a lot of trouble, but there's just some days where people just attack you, like, for no reason. Even if the boss is active, they just attack you. So if you're having if it's like that, if people are attacking you, luckily I didn't have to run into that problem here, but that's when I would recommend using the first star power, just to stay alive. But yeah, I already did my damage, already at first place. Next replay. Alright, spawning in the top right, and rinse and repeat. Luckily, the boss decides to come over our way. Perfect for us. No one's near. Can get up and close. Don't have to worry about taking damage because there's no one there. And yeah. Also, you can spin. Most generally, I mean, if people aren't gonna attack you, they aren't gonna attack you. But like, spinning can help just to like let people know that I'm not targeting anyone. Because some people won't target you if you spin. I guess they're just like, I don't know, like they just don't know if you're gonna attack them or not, which is perfectly fine. But just spinning just basically lets people know that you're not gonna target them, and they don't have to worry about you as a threat, so they don't have to attack you in return. Also, as you can saw earlier, use my super to not only get close to the boss, but get away from the Rico. Just hiding behind this wall, recovering from this Brock. Yeah, some people will chase you down. Like, some people, like you're literally playing like a game of tag, and they'll chase you around the map, even if you're in a way. It can be very annoying sometimes, but... yeah, when the boss is like super low, kind of really doesn't matter at this point. Like, if you're first place, you're pretty much gonna win. Like, there are those moments where the boss is like 5%, and then like somehow, some way, someone like gets more damage than you, and like puts you in second place. That sometimes that happens, but it generally doesn't. So. Boss comes right towards me, it's like perfect. Like, that's like, if that happens, you have a pretty good chance of winning the game. I mean, as long as you don't die. like I almost did there. Like, the rockets get crazy, especially when you ricochet off one and then bounce off the other. Oh, man. There you go, trying to spin. I think only 2 people spun with me. As you can see, not going straight to the boss, bouncing off the wall so that I don't immediately die, as I stated earlier. And this Rico comes to finish me off. Just what happens. But I already did most of my damage, so it's perfectly fine if he kills me. And I believe here is a good example of using my super to escape. So as you can, I think this Colt will start attacking me. Yep, there we go. And boom, get away from him. Now we don't have to worry about him, unless, I don't know. But then, the rockets bounces right into the boss, and so we get taken out. Making our way back. Bull takes us out, but it's fine. We already did our damage. And that will do it. Simple as that. So here's our battle log. Last match that I got to 1K. And also here's my profile, so you know that I'm legit. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my other videos to push other brawlers to Takedown. And remember that Takedown is going away, so make sure you push those brawlers as soon as you can. And I'll see you in one of my next videos. Peace.